Hello, I'm Luke Harmali from IGN, and today we are going to be unboxing the Imperial edition of The Elder Scrolls Online. So The Elder Scrolls Online is out later this week. There's a full release on Friday, which is April the 5th, though early access has already started. And if you have one of these babies, you will be able to play right now. So this costs $100, €100, £90, or I think around 140 Australian dollars if you want to pick it up, though a digital version is available that's cheaper but does not have any of the physical items. So there are digital items that we'll go into in a little bit, but first let's open this up and see what's inside. So it's pretty big, I have to be honest. I wasn't actually expecting it to be this massive. And then, okay. Right, okay, so first up we have a Steelbook version of the game, which is nice. This is the PC edition because it's out on Xbox One and PS4, I believe on sometime in June, maybe June the 4th, but they haven't released, or they haven't announced a release date. This, on the other hand, is quite pretty. So this is the PC version of the game. So there you go. Steelbook, nice. Then if we look what else, so something that anyone who's bought an Elder Scrolls game before will be familiar with is the map, right? We often have maps that come with them, and this is a pretty big map. If I can just get it out, so there you go, lovely colour, quite nice, and it shows all of Tamriel obviously. So you've got Skyrim, Hammerfell, you know, all the various regions that we've either heard of or seen in previous games. I'll just leave that over there. Then there are digital codes. So there's the Explorers Pack. Now this originally went to anyone who pre-ordered a copy of the game, but if you get the Imperial edition, you also have it in. So it gives you some exclusive digital items in the game. You get the ability to play as any race in any alliance. So if you don't know anything about the Elder Scrolls Online, there are 3 alliances, and each has access to 3 races normally. So you can't mix and match. If you get the Explorers Pack, so that's for pre-ordering, or if you get the Imperial edition, you can put any race in any alliance. And also, additionally, getting the Imperial edition unlocks the 10th race, the Imperial, who can again go in any alliance. You also get, for the Explorers Pack, some bonus treasure maps, which, if you've played Assassin's Creed 4, they're very similar in the sense that, there's an X on a map, and it gives you the vague region, and you have to kind of figure out exactly where it is. And at this stage in the game, when there aren't many wikis and things, it's actually quite exciting, quite difficult to do. And you also get a vanity pet. You get a little thing called a scuttler, which, if I put this in here, I can show you this. It's a little thing in there. It's like a little, kind of like, almost like the head of a triceratops and the body of a lizard kangaroo, which isn't the best description I've ever done, but we work with what we have. Then we have here, so this is game registration stuff. Okay. I'm going to save that. So I'll tell you the Imperial edition digital stuff next. So if you can see on here, so as we mentioned already, you can play as an Imperial. You also get a mount right when you start the game, which is quite exciting. You get, I believe it's the Imperial Mare? Yeah, the white Imperial horse. So you can just pay 1 gold and get that straight out the gate, which is quite useful. Quite a nice horse, seeing as usually you're looking at a lot of gold for a mount. It's a big help. You also get another vanity pet, which is called, it's a mud crab vanity pet. So if you've played, again, previous Elder Scrolls games, you'll know what a mud crab looks like. They've kind of reimagined it to make it look more crab-like in this one, and less hermit crabby. But there you go. And then finally, you get the Rings of Mara. And the Rings of Mara allow you to, in essence, marry another character in the game, who's one of your friends. Characters, and then you get bonus experience when you quest together. Okay, so this isn't the last thing in the box, but it's definitely my favourite. There's a statue of Molag Bal, who is the Daedric prince of domination of humans. And it's you've got to see it, it's pretty badass. Like, we see a lot of statues, and this came in many pieces. We have constructed it, and it took us quite a while. But you get the stand, Molag Bal himself holding a lovely little warrior, and then you have his massive tail, which is a little bit insane. So yeah, and also his mace. I think it's one of the best statues that I've ever seen in a collector's edition, personally. So yeah, there you go. That is what you're really paying the money for, right? As I say, $100, £90, €100. and 140 Australian dollars. So that is a thing of beauty. If I just spin them around for you to have a look at. Like, insane. And it's also one of the ones that I actually found the easiest to put together. Like, I have notoriously bad luck breaking these figures, but this one hasn't broken yet. So there you go. So, Molag Bal, he exists. And then the final physical item in the box is the art book, which, you know... Now, this is a pretty chunky art book. This is a tome, I would say. Okay, so which way up are we dealing with here? Right, wow. Okay, so there you go. That is the art book. It's nice. The front is leather. And then if we open it up, there's a lot of pages. Like, I think it's something like 120 pages, but there's loads of art, loads of information about how the game was designed, how they went about, you know, reimagining classic Elder Scrolls characters and how they brought them into the Elder Scrolls Online. So, yeah, no, it looks pretty, it's pretty stunning, and there's a lot of information in here. You know, $100, 90 quid for a collector's edition. It's a lot of money, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. I'd say the art book and the statue alone, you know, and you get your copy of the game, and it's worth noting as well that you do get 30 days of free game time for buying the collector's edition, and also with normal versions of the game, because I know, and then there is a subscription fee needed after that, but hopefully those 30 days is enough to let you know whether it's worth it or not, because it's quite, there's a lot to see and do, and all of the different factions have different starting lines. So anyway, that is the collector's edition, the Imperial edition of the Elder Scrolls Online. This is the PC version. So for more on the Elder Scrolls Online, including our upcoming review and everything you need to know about getting started, check our wiki and stay with IGN. Now if I can actually get him out of the box, if he's being resistant, he's tied in! Mate, this shit be cray, this is crazy! You sure you don't want to do this bit live? This is the most exciting part, right? Why do they hate me? There's minor construction required, hang on. Is it like that, I wonder? It's a very Blue Peter.